Hey, good morning, good morning, D. How you doing, girly girl?
I am doing well, and how are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Doing fantastic. Man, it's a beautiful day here in sunny Florida. How about you? How's the weather up there?
It's good, it's good. It's gonna be in the low 80s, which is nice for a change.
Oh wow. Oh wow. It's been Satan booty hot down here for a while now. I mean, I think the other day Mama and I were running uptown and we as soon as we got in the car, I'm like, Jesus, criminy is hot. I looked down at the temperature gauge, it said 92.
Oh my gosh. No,
I
no,
mean,
no.
we're in April. Okay. It's not supposed to be 90s until June, July.
Oh my gosh. I
But
yeah, that type of weather. Oh, no, no, no.
oh, and you talk about okay, this heat. All right, this is one of the things that kind of gets under mine and mama's skin. Where she works, back behind her company, there's an actual weed farm that grows medical marijuana.
Uh-huh.
So whenever they're doing whatever they do, it gets really pungent, that
Oh,
smell,
wow.
and it'll get in all of those people's cars. All the people that work for her company, when they get in their cars to come home, it reeks of weed inside their car. So by the time she gets home, it's still in the car.
Oh gosh, could you imagine getting pulled over for that?
Exactly. And
Oh
then
my
you've got
gosh.
the heat. All of this heat that we're getting, it amplifies that smell in the car.
Oh, wow.
It's unreal. I mean, she'll come home and I'm like, "Dang, what's going on here? Were the guys outside smoking?" And she's like, "No, it's that damn weed farm." But it's insane. It's insane. And so if anybody thinks that a weed farm is not smelly, they're crazy. It is. You can smell it. And they're probably I say they're about a football field away from Mama Coop's business.
Oh,
So
wow.
they're pretty close. So that's some pungent stuff. All right, let's say some good mornings to some of these fine folks. All right.
That's just crazy. Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine that.
Oh, it. I mean, it does. The smell doesn't bother me, but in today's society, you can't leave the house without smelling it here in Florida. You go into Publix or Winn-Dixie or you go into the mall, you will smell it. I guarantee at least once before you get home. Somebody out there somewhere is smoking it continuously. Do
Mm,
I have a problem with it? No, to each his own. They can do what they want. I just don't like the smell around me.
mm.
You can literally be stopped at a red light and that stuff will just come into your car from the cars, right beside you where they're blowing it out the window. I'm like, holy crap. But anyway, it's when I was a kid, you didn't smell that stuff.
No.
You smell it everywhere now. All right. We got Miss Torhill in the chat. What's happening, girly girl? We got Miss Colleen. We got Christy. How you doing? We got Lisa Rats. Good morning. Miss Nanny. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, Jim's up in the house. Good morning, Jim. Good morning. Did I say Torhill? Yeah, I said
Yeah.
Torhill. SMN. What's happening, my friend? You can take over a little bit now if you want.
Okay. Hi there, grandkids cat taxi. DR, good morning. Jim Cochran, good morning. Nancy and Philip, good morning. Storm Killer, hey. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Carl. Hi, Christy. And I do believe I saw, oh goodness, uh, Nancy, good morning. Al, good morning. Kerbless, good morning. Scottish Granny, good morning. Look around, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Tree God.
Oh, we got a lot of people rolling up in here already this morning. Man, oh man, it's a wonderful day. Ball Python King, welcome, welcome, welcome back, my friend. Now you know who that is, right?
Oh, excuse me. No.
Okay, you remember when Travis was doing the tool sale?
Yes.
The gentleman that had the python around his neck?
Oh, okay.
That's him.
Oh, okay.
Glad to have you, my friend. Storm Killer, good morning, young lady. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, there she is. Oh, Mercedes. Mercedes, good morning, Mercedes. Uh, I can't see Mercedes, and a lot of people know that. So she'll go over to Rumble just so I can see her comments. But when she's over there, you guys can't see them. You probably can, D.
Yeah, I can.
But when it comes to the people on Facebook or on not Facebook on YouTube, they can't see her unless she's in the YouTube chat. So Mercedes, I know you hang out there so I can see your comments. But try and stay in the YouTube side of it so you have people that you can talk to. But knowing her, she's probably got two windows open.
More than likely.
Right. She's probably one over on Rumble where I can see her and one on YouTube where they can see her.
Right.
All right. Who else we got in here? Screenshot this. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, Bridget. Good morning. Good morning. Karen's Books. How are you today, young lady? Who else do we have rolling in here?
Oh, Lane's wife. Let's see.
Crystal.
Tammy.
All right. All right. If we have missed anybody, I truly apologize, guys. We try and get as many of you guys as we can when you come in. Well, oh, Kerpless, welcome. 65 degrees in Michigan, they say. Oh, man, that's perfect weather right there, D.
That it is.
I mean, 70s in Ohio. Wow. Wow. I don't even know what temperature it is here yet. It was pretty nice when I went outside to let the chickens out this morning. It says it is 75 degrees right now in Florida. And we are going to have a high of 82 today.
That's not bad.
No, it's not too bad. Growing up down here, the heat, if you're under a tree where you got some shade, it's bearable. But if you're out in the direct sunlight, it can be pretty miserable. Oh, let me get this chat caught up and see who else we got in here. Oh, there's Mark. Good morning, my friend. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Good morning, Coop and D. Oh, good morning to you too. There's Debbie D. How you doing? How you doing, girly girl? There's Tammy. Who else we got in here? There's Mercedes. Yep, she says, yes, I do.
I figured she did. I figured so.
Lane's wife. Good morning. We got Pickles in the chat over on Rumble. Good morning. Good morning. I mean, I could actually just go bam like that and put the overlay. What the hell? Restream is changing things. This is weird.
Oh, that is weird.
See, that's the good thing because if you look right there you can see Mercedes over in the Rumble dungeon.
Right.
That's the good thing about the overlay because it brings all your platforms you're streaming on together. I usually keep it off so it gives us more room on the screen because a lot of people watch this stuff on their phones. So when you have the overlay on, it takes up a lot of real estate.
I see that.
So when you're reading documents and stuff, it makes your documents and everything smaller. But we don't have a whole lot of people over on Rumble. But we're going to change that. We're going to start pushing Rumble pretty hard. As a matter of fact, D, you want to keep talking to the fine folks while I go take care of something real quick?
Sure. Okay.
I got to grab my my tippy jar.
Okay. Hi, Jen Hale. No, you're not blocked. I don't think you are. Hi, Al.
Who's blocked?
Jen Hales said that she gets asked if she was blocked. I'm seeing her, so she's not blocked.
No, she's here. She's here.
Yeah.
Let me get this caught up where I can stay on top of that.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I can see you. I can see you. Good morning, Jen. How you doing?
Hi, Harry. How are you? No, I think everybody sees you, Jen. You're not blocked, hon. So,
All right, guys and gals, to let you guys know, I did get an email from YouTube today. and they are working on it. I actually, got a real person. Okay, not an automated thing. It's an actual real person. So that is being fixed as we speak. Let me get this caught up so I can pin that to the bottom.
Hey, Sister Sal, how are you? Hi, Ruby. Ginger Jim, how are you? Good morning, everybody. You know, Coop, why don't you pin that at the top of your chat?
I just did. That's what I
Okay,
was doing.
okay. All right.
So, matter of fact, they don't pin it at the top no more. They pin it at the bottom, right above the comment sec where you comment.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, they changed it. I noticed that the other night on Megan's stream Monday night. I'm like, what in the world is this? What is this? And I clicked on it, and it's her link to her that tip thingy she does that with the voices.
Oh,
What is
yeah. I
super
for
tips?
yeah, super tips.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, wow, it's not at the top anymore. It's at the bottom. So anybody that wants to, nobody's asking or required to, but anybody that wants to help support the channel, my tip jar is posted right above where you comment. You're more than welcome to send whatever you want, or you're more than welcome not to. Just you showing up in the chat is enough for me. But if you'd like to help the channel out, there's the link. It's pinned right there in the chat. All right. Got
Hi,
that taken
Stats.
care
Good
of.
morning, Stats. How are you?
Good morning, Stats. Good morning. Good morning. Ginger Jim, good morning. DR, what's happening, girly girl? Cool. I live in Hilton, VA. Cool beans. Cool beans. Who else we got in here? Everybody's still saying good morning. Good morning. Cynthia, good morning. We now have strict burn ban in South Georgia up to northeastern Georgia. Well,
Mm.
yeah. Did anybody has anybody kept up on what's going on up around the Otter Creek area? Yesterday, one of my subscribers sent me a message saying that there was over 135 wildfires in Florida right now.
Oh, wow.
It was either yesterday or the day before. I'm like, holy cow. And they were concerned about me because I guess there's some wildfires down in Miami. And I'm like, well, I'm not that far down. That's 4 hours away from me, so I'm safe. I'm safe.
Yeah.
I don't know of any wildfires around me. There could be. I don't know.
I mean, it seems, what is it, like the lower southern east, southeastern states are all under a burn ban, like Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and so the lower portion of Virginia. I think I saw that, um, but I haven't kept up on the what's going on in the Florida area.
Right.
So I don't know if they have part of that contained in certain areas or or what. So
I don't know, but I know that it's getting pretty gnarly up there. I mean, if a lot of you guys were watching yesterday when Travis was on with me, you could literally see the smoke. He pointed out the smoke behind him. I mean, it was rolling that way. I mean, it's not right there on top of him, but you could see it in the distance. Uh, I thought he lived farther away from where he does, but yeah, he's only 20 minutes from Otter Creek. And I guess from what I hear, they started evacuating people. Is that
that's what I heard too. Now it seems like down in Broward County, it's a massive fire. It's already burned 9,200 acres of wildland in western Broward County.
and here you have chuckleheads out there thinking it's okay to burn garbage.
Yep, there's 131 wildfires that are going on in Florida right now. And
Dang,
this was up
dang.
that was updated 18 hours ago.
Holy
So,
cow. That
yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
yeah.
I said it several times over the past couple of weeks. This time of the year for Florida, when all of the new foliage is coming on the trees, all of the old foliage is popping off. So this is all dry kindling. Cigarettes getting tossed out the window, or people trying to burn yard debris. It's all really dangerous right now. What we'll do is we'll get into, like, I don't know, May, and it'll kind of green up enough to where it's not going to be that bad. But then by the time we get into like August, when the dog days of summer roll in, that's
Mm,
when all of the grass turns brown again.
right,
And it's like a tinderbox all over.
right. Now, this is just from out of Gainesville. It's called the Main Street Daily News in Gainesville. It's 19 hours ago. It says multiple wildfires continue to burn in Alachua, Levy, Bradford, and Clay counties.
Oh wow.
So that's just 19 hours ago. And the 8 hours ago on, I guess, the local channel TV 20 News, the Cow Creek fire grows to 1,850 acres and it is 30% contained.
Oh wow. So has anybody heard an update from Otter Creek?
I know I haven't. Of course, I,
Uh
I, I don't know anybody there. So,
right. I know people on Facebook were keeping a pretty good eye on the Otter Creek situation. A lot of people were posting over the past couple of days. So hopefully everybody up there is doing safe and sound. Even the chuckleheads, yeah, I don't want to see anything bad happen to anyone. Uh, as much as I dislike the actions of some of these people, I still don't want to see them in harm's way.
wow.
Oh,
Cynthia says that Brantley County, Florida lost 54 homes from the fires. You see, this is the reason why you don't burn anything. If they're telling you don't. You just don't because you don't know where the embers can be picked up and the wind could carry them anywhere.
right. Good morning, Sea Girl. How you doing, girly girl? Donnie and Marie, how you doing? Burn ban continues in Central Citrus County, Florida. Oh wow.
Wow.
I would imagine everybody's on a burn ban right now down here, especially the
Yeah.
farther south you go.
Let's take a look. Let's see how many counties are under a burn ban in Florida.
Debbie D, how you doing, girly girl? Welcome, welcome. Miss Colleen, good morning, young lady. Who else we got in here? While Dee's doing her finger typing over there. Lane's wife, good morning. I seen the embers are jumping. Yeah, they can. They can.
Mhm.
Especially if you get a little bit of wind. The past week or so, the majority of days that flew by have been windy. Today, it's not too windy out there today, but today is just beginning. So,
Right?
uh,
As of today, 41 of Florida's 67 counties have issued burn bans due to extreme wildfire risk.
oh,
Let
wow. Tammy
let
P.
let that sink in.
Yeah. Tammy P says, but yet, LP, oh, come back here. Still insists JH was doing the fire update just for content.
Okay.
So what if he was?
Okay.
What's the point? What point is she trying to make? Okay, he films everything that he does most of the time. So if he wants to put up a freaking video about the wildfires around him, what is there something bad about that, D?
No. I mean, come on. That's a dangerous situation. And that right there just came out of Jacksonville News Channel 4 out of Jacksonville. 41 counties out of 67.
Because I have a few subscribers that live up around those areas, and matter of fact, the one that was asking me if I was okay, they're actually up there, live around that area.
Oh,
They're
wow.
around the boot hill, what do you call that? Where Florida curves right there at the top.
Oh, the Panhandle?
Yeah, the Panhandle. They live in that area, so they're not too far from Otter
Mm,
Creek.
wow.
but they are safe. They're out of there. They're not hanging out around there right now. So
Mm-mm-mm. That's a
all
lot.
right,
That's a lot of counties if you think about it.
we
That's a
got
lot.
Sharon. What you got to say, Sharon? Does Dose Reality posted a message? I think YouTube did something to her channel. Yeah, YouTube.
Everybody's getting that
Yeah,
everybody's getting hit.
you have a bunch of these chuckleheads trying to take credit for stuff that they're not doing. Monday, they rolled out a new AI thing and it hit thousands and thousands of channels randomly. Okay. They're not, nobody's targeting anyone. It's the new AI shit. And just all I can say is turn in your appeals and let the team get it fixed. Because at the end of the day, they're losing money by demonetizing people. So I don't see with them shutting down, taking away monetization from thousands of channels, I don't see it benefiting them. So they're going to try and fix it. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy that um, they're wanting to take away from content creators who have done the same thing day in and day out. And that's going to push a lot of content creators to move away from YouTube, and it's going to push them to other platforms to stream.
Exactly.
And Rumble is one of those platforms where people are steadily heading. They're leaving their YouTube channels up, but they are moving the content from YouTube to Rumble, and they are starting to stream on Rumble.
Right. Well, the good thing is I stream on both platforms every day. So if anybody ever misses anything on YouTube, I have it all on Rumble. But, according to Tug, listening to him, I think it was last night or the night before last, there's one creator out there that literally, I can't remember the guy's name, but he literally makes like 65 grand a month.
That's a
Okay.
lot.
They hit him. So you can imagine the small amount of pennies that creators make off of the monetization for him to be making 65 grand a month. Imagine what YouTube is making off of that. So why are they going to continue to hurt themselves? It's they will get it fixed. I hope.
Right.
But anyway, oh, what you got to say, Volusia? My property is surrounded on three sides by state forest here in Florida. No fires here at all. But come back here. Let me. But the state forestry equipment yard, and office is right in front of Tiger Bay Forest. So it get undercut. Okay. Cool beans,
Right.
cool beans. Now, Volusia, I'm assuming you're in Volusia County, right? That's up north of me a little ways. There's Mama Coop. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, sweetheart. Yeah, Cynthia Panhandle. I always get that confused. Rogue Mama, what's happening, girl?
Hey,
Just some
Rogue.
fire tips. Be ready to leave. Video your property and valuables in your home for insurance. Exactly. Exactly. Have important documents and meds in one place in case you need to leave. Keep a go bag in the car.
Yeah.
That's excellent advice, Rogue. Thank you so much, girly
Yeah.
girl.
That's that's what we've always done. Like for tornadoes and stuff. One of the cars is always filled up, and there's always a duffel bag with a change of clothes, copies of important papers. We even take the safe, because we have one of those safes, like for birth certificates and stuff
Right.
like that, and it's a metal safe. Even though it's burn resistant, it's not burn proof or wind proof or anything. That goes in the car. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Now, thank goodness my chickens are they're alive tiller is what they are. These, if I would have known this a long time ago, I would have had a fence up already to keep them out of the front yard. But my chickens have had, I have no grass in my yard anymore. They have tilled up every stitch of green grass that was ever in my yard. It's gone now. The only place I have any grass is outside the fence in the ditch. So I've got to fence the backyard off so I can just keep them back there so I can get my grass back in the front yard. But yeah, I'm lucky when it comes to the fire breaks. Rogue Mama said also cut a fuel break around your home. So yeah, but I might not have grass, but I do have trees. I have a lot of trees.
Volusia said that he's on the East Coast, a bit north of you. So,
There you go. There you go.
yeah.
Volusia County, they were real big. A lot of political stuff goes on up around Volusia and Orlando and those areas. I stay out of that stuff, but yeah, it comes across my feed all the time. There. It doesn't matter who's running for what. They are very political up around those areas. All right, we got Bridget. What's happening, girl? We have file box with important documents.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what we did. So if there is anything that's like, and and to be honest, we keep that by our front door. That box, that fire resistant safe box. We keep that by the front door. The duffel bag stays in the trunk. So
Right on.
that has change of clothes for a few days. It has, like the travel size, toothpaste, deodorant, body wipes, body wash, all of that stuff. We keep that's just a I don't know. It's always good to keep it in there just because.
MS or MQSSSS. Water restrictions. As far as I know, we're not under any water restrictions right now. In my area, it might be somewhere else, but I know in my area, we don't have any water restrictions. Is that why they've been their gardens, pee in their gardens? Keep to the grass wet. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, if they're out there peeing in their yard for their garden and their grass, they're probably killing it. I mean, the amount of ammonia is just like a dog peeing on a fence line. It will kill the shrubs. It will kill everything.
Right? Oh
Uh
my
oh,
gosh.
somebody's hitting me.
Right, scent patties, and if you have livestock, you're supposed to set them free so they can flight. Exactly, you keep them penned up, they're gonna get consumed in the fire, so, yeah,
All right, let's
so
turn that off so I don't get hit with any more Beverly Hills Cops music for the rest of the day. All right, man, man, man. But yeah, boys and girls, we've got some documents for you guys today. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It seems that the McMullen team, the ones that were brought in to uncover all of the assets that Lynette and Crook or Lynette have started submitting subpoenas. Yeah, yep, they're
mhm.
sending out subpoenas, asking for records. So yeah, we're going to be diving into that. What you think there, D?
Sure, let's go ahead and take a peek at those.
Now, right out of the gate, guys, these things aren't very long. The actual first motion, which is 116, it's basically notice of service of subpoenas. And then the other three documents that we have are identical and they're just being sent out to three different entities, three different businesses. So I'll pull that up and we'll talk about it for a little bit because we can always come back
Yeah,
to the fires in Florida. I think this is the right one. Yeah, there we go. And it's got to get us on the screen. So there we go. Bam. Now, see if I put that overlay up, watch this. Kabam. See how
yeah,
much smaller it gets?
yeah,
So, and when you're looking on a computer, you're okay. But when you're looking on a phone, that makes that text a whole lot smaller.
yeah, it does.
All right, let's get that off the screen. All right, there we go.
Okay, so this is the notice of service of subpoenas. So there are 3 subpoenas going out. To all parties, please take notice. pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 45, made applicable by Federal Bankruptcy Rule 9016 and Federal Bankruptcy Rule 2004, the undersigned gives notice of its issuance of the attached subpoenas to produce documents on PayPal, Jim.com, and Block. So those are the three entities that Element OP collected funds on.
And we scroll down, and I think these are just certificates of service.
Mhm.
Okay, I hereby certified saying that they're who they are. Yes, I've taken some time this morning. All three of these, or yeah, four of these documents have quite a bit of. I, I I probably didn't have to edit, or omit the email addresses, but hey, let's give these people as much privacy as we can possibly give them, because there's crazy people everywhere. So even email addresses, they can harass people. So
Right.
we just try and keep it out of there to where they can't mess with them. And that's much it. It's another certificate of service, and that's it for the first one. Now here is share this tab. This is one of the subpoenas. Now, all three of these are identical. Okay. The only thing difference is this one's for PayPal, and then the other one is for another
Was for
company.
was for Jim, and then
Yeah.
the third one was for Block. So they're doing separate subpoenas for each one of those companies.
So, what is Jim and Block? Are they like
They
PayPal,
they're
or
like, hold on a second, and I can actually tell you what they are.
are they like institutions where you can collect money? Like, say, for instance, you want to send me something, you can send it through one of these
It's,
people,
it's
or
for it's for contactless payments. So it's like if you're using your debit card, say you bought, a bag of, caramel corn at the flea market, and you don't have cash, and all you have is your card, and they have a gem, which is, it can either be, uh, I don't know, I've never used it. I guess you can download it on your phone and you pull up the app and they can tap their card on the app and it transfers the money. Uh, kind of like, remember with some phones, you would plug in the little thing and they could swipe your card
oh,
with
okay,
that.
okay, okay, I
So
got you.
that's what Gem and Block are. They're
All right.
a way to accept payments.
Oh, okay, okay. Because I know Mama Coop and I, when we used to do the craft fairs,
Hmm.
we had the PayPal where it plugged into your phone, and then if somebody wanted to pay with a debit card or credit card, you could just swipe it on your
Yes.
phone, and it would go right into your PayPal account. So that's what they are, huh?
Right. So, I mean, I
Okay.
can't remember the very first one that came out, and for the life of me, I can't remember it, uh, because, when I would, go get my hair cut, my hairdresser used that as a form of payment, and I cannot remember the name of it for the
Yeah.
life
So
of me.
they're like Square, and they're like
That's it,
okay.
Square, yeah.
All right. All right. I got you. I got you. So this is what the actual subpoena looks like. We're not going to pop up the other two because the other two are identical to this one. The only difference is just this piece right here where it says PayPal Incorporated.
Mhm.
The other two, they'll just say Block or Jim. Okay, but everything else is identical. Everything. So we'll go over this one and just imagine this is three times.
Right, times 3.
And from what I understand, this is just the beginning. Okay, this is where the breadcrumb trail starts.
Right.
Okay, so it'll probably branch out from here as time goes by.
Mhm.
How 100% on that? I don't know. That's just my opinion, my theory behind it. People in the chat that knows more about the bankruptcy stuff, y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong. Oh, what do we got? Al Walker, what you got to say? Coop, D spills the tea. So basically, it's a point of service, credit card programs. Okay. For like at the flea market. Right.
Right,
Gotcha. Gotcha. Right.
right. Sharon, I don't know about Cash App. I don't know. Be honest with you, I don't know if she ever mentioned that she had Cash App, but
Oh, I imagine she's probably got them all.
so I mean, I don't know.
I've never. I remember her putting up stuff for PayPal. I want to say she's put up stuff for Cash App, but I'm not 100% sure. I really don't know. But I do know that she has collected funds using PayPal before. Uh, so, yeah. What you
Right.
got to say, Donnie Marie? Citrus County is thunder service water restrictions right now. Oh, underwater restrictions. Okay, gotcha. We are only allowed to water grass 1 day a week and during certain times. We usually get that during the summer. I just don't know if we have it on us right now. All right, D.
Okay. So here we have the subpoena. Subpoena to produce documents, information, or objects, or to permit inspection of premise in a bankruptcy case or adversary proceeding. This is going to PayPal. And you notice everybody that production is marked. So they want them to produce it. You are commanded to produce at the time, date, and place set forth below the following documents, electronically stored information or objects, and to permit inspection, copying, testing, or sampling of the material. And it says see Exhibit A.
Now, here's a question for you, D. This just popped in my old noodle up there. Uh, Sending out something like this, I used to use PayPal a lot. Okay, so I can just imagine if they subpoenaed my records for PayPal. Uh, eh, do they have enough? Well, I imagine they do, but could you imagine the amount of time going through every single transaction in someone's account?
Well, that's what they were hired to do. Am I wrong?
Right, but what I'm getting at is, you know how much work that is? That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of hours.
I mean, you got PayPal, Jim, and Block. That's just 3 entities that they're asking for this information. Just imagine, are they giving well, let's read it, because I'm sure they'll have a time frame of when they want it to go back, right?
They should.
How far back they want them to go?
They should. So they state where they want the information to be sent to because they're going to produce it. They're giving them a date and a time. So uh, this is, so they have until May 13th to produce all of that documentation. So I don't know. Is there, I don't know if they set a time and a date that how far they want to go back, but in the bankruptcy, didn't they say, oh my gosh, was it two through,
I think it was like
4
5
years?
years, wasn't it?
I think so.
I
So
pretty I wanna say 4, but for some reason 5 is popping into my head. That would be the whole time she's been in Otter Creek. I think
yeah,
it would even go back, to a little bit of Northport, wouldn't it?
maybe.
Huh.
So that's
Maybe
their,
maybe it'll be listed somewhere
yeah.
down in here.
So that's where they want all that information sent, and they have a date specified and a time specified. Everybody's saying 4 years.
Okay, 4 years.
So,
I
yeah,
knew it was, either 4 or 5, I thought. I don't know where 5 came from, but 4 years, that would put her all in Otter Creek, I think.
right. So nothing is checked here except for the place and the date and the time. So, and so they signed it and they dated it. So let's see. So I think the next page is for uh, the proof of service. This would be for the process server, correct? They would need to fill this out.
Right.
Okay.
And then it scrolls on down, and here's the what,
F
federal rules
of
of civil
civil
procedure?
procedure 45C, D, E, and G. Wow. So they are breaking it down. They're telling them what they need to produce, and they have to be in compliance of it. and the duties and responsibilities to the subpoena. So they can't say, oh, no, we can't give it to you.
Oh, okay.
So uh, this
Yeah.
is this is going to be interesting because there's a lot entailed in here.
Oh, yeah. You got what? That place of compliance, protecting a person subject to a subpoena enforcement, duties in responding to a subpoena. What else is in here? Man, there's a lot of stuff here.
Right? Contempt. Notice G.
There's the next one, contempt there.
Yeah.
The court for the district where compliance is required, and also after the motion is transferred. Oh, the ensuing court may hold in contempt a person who, having been served, fails without adequate excuse to obey the subpoena or an order related to it.
Exactly. So they cannot leave anything out for what they're asking. It all has to be there. Whatever they're asking for, they
And
have to produce it.
that's all this stuff.
Right. It's
That's every bit of this.
right.
Oh my goodness. So they're detailed about it, but that's what this team does. They go in and they investigate, looking for all the assets they can find. Is that one? Yep, I can do that one, but I can't do that one. Okay, so they're pictures. Exhibit A. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
All documents requested herein are to be produced if they are in possession of, control of, or available of, or accessible to you or your counsel. Oh,
Now, when they say this, they're not talking to Lynette. They're talking to PayPal or Jim or Block, right?
exactly.
Okay.
So, well, Nanny, uh, you say, why does she need these when the 501c3 hasn't had any donations and the flea market hasn't made any money? Things that make you go, hump. Right. Because she commingled the funds. She didn't have a separate account aside from her personal checking and a checking or a business account for her 501c3.
Oh, Rob Pate come rolling in. Sounds like first round is
Concentrating.
concentrating on things sold at the flea market business. Oh, I didn't even put that together.
Hmm.
So if they're not taking cash and somebody, doesn't have cash, they have to pay with a card. I'm assuming that these three entities is how she would collect the funds.
That's what she stated, right? During
Ah,
when she was questioned. She was
ah,
questioned how she accepted payment. So she rattled off all of that.
I
So,
got you. I got you.
yeah,
So you make a good point there, Rob. See, this is why I love having the chat. They can fill in blanks to where, you and I might not think of something. And like, I wasn't even thinking about putting all of that together, where they're going down that road of,
mhm,
okay, how's she making her money? How's she collecting money from other people? Huh? That makes an
mhm,
interesting thing to think about. All
right.
right, D.
When these documents re when these document requests call for information or a document which was once but is no longer in the possession or control of you or your counsel, instead identify the present location and custodian of the information or document, if known. Otherwise, it is last known location and custodian. So this subpoena is not going to LMNOP or to Saran Wrap. It's
No.
going to PayPal. It's going to Jim. It's going to Block.
Right. So they have no control over Lynette, and her attorney have no control over them subpoenaing anybody they want to.
Right. So,
Now that's pretty interesting when it says, if you don't have the documentation, you have to inform us of who and where that documentation is at. That's interesting.
right.
But I would think PayPal would have a safeguard that they have all of this information for so many years. You know what I mean?
Nanny, PayPal was listed as a creditor that she owed money to.
I think Jim and Block were too,
Were
but
they?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But at this point in time, they don't have to be listed as creditors in order to
No,
be
he's
subpoenaed.
subpoenaed, right,
Uh, if she's put down or someone has alerted the court to, hey, this is how they're making money, this is how they're taking in funds, uh, they can subpoena them for saying, hey, look, show me what she's taking in, show me how much she's making.
right, right.
So,
Yeah. So
because
that
I don't know if Jim or Block are on as creditors. They might be.
no, they would be listed as how they're listed on this if they were, but I know that she listed PayPal. So she may have had a yeah, she may have had a PayPal.
Credit card.
Yeah. So,
Because see, I've been with PayPal forever, and if you don't have funds in your PayPal account to cover your transaction, they just deduct it right from your bank account.
right,
So if she owed them money, it's because she must have took out a credit card through PayPal.
right.
Because usually just a regular, I don't have the PayPal credit card. I never needed it. Uh, but that's the only way that PayPal could say that I owed them money is if I had one of their credit cards, I would assume. Unless you didn't have money in your account when it went to your bank and then but that would be yeah, yeah, that I don't know. I've never had to deal with that. So I don't know if it would be a bounced fee with the bank if you didn't have money in your bank. I don't know if PayPal would let it, let the transaction go through.
I don't think they would unless she was, current, and, some banks will give you a 3-day grace to cover the funds. They
Right.
won't charge you that first time. Some banks do it at the first of the month, for an overdraft protection. Kinda like if you don't have overdraft protection, they'll give you that 3-day grace where you could hurry up and get in there and get the funds covered. But I don't know if PayPal does that, and if it's just on a credit card, I have no clue.
Oh, Tammy made a good point. Yes. Come back here. Where is it? Yes, LP does not understand bankruptcy. We'll find out where your money is every last penny you
Mhm.
have. Yeah.
Right.
I I you know, she filed for the bankruptcy. And this is going to uncover so much stuff that I don't think she realizes what all is entailed with all of this.
Mm-mm.
Uh, yeah, it gets to the point to where part of me wants to feel sorry for him, and then part of me wants to say, no, they filed it. They put all this in motion, so it's all on them.
It
They're just going to have to reap whatever comes down the road on it.
right? Because, I keep going back to why didn't LMNOP get another attorney's opinion on this? Why
Yeah, I
didn't
mean,
she
she's been told, she's been advised by many, many, many people. Hey, you need somebody from the outside, uh, because what was it that her bulldog lawyer in Ohio said? None of these people are out for Lynette and Crook.
No.
They're out for themselves, plain and simple. So she's listening to the advice of people that have an agenda other than helping them to.
Right, and, because I would be very, very hesitant to take certain people's words. I would want to seek it out myself and say, "Hey, this is what's going on in my life. This, and this. People have said that I need to file for bankruptcy to make all of this stop, and I don't know. Is it the right thing for me?" That's all she could have that's all. You pick up the phone and you call a bankruptcy attorney in your area and you ask that question, and they will tell you, "Well, I would need to talk to you more in detail about it. Is there a time you could come in? I can give you 30 minutes of my time, no charge."
Yeah, because usually most lawyers, they'll give you one free consultation. Most
Right,
will,
right.
because they're in hopes of getting your business. But screenshot says this says she is willfully ignorant. No need to feel pity. Uh, you know, I I still do have a heart. I know these guys, these people are they're evil individuals. Okay, but it gets to the point to where they like I said before, they're using her as a crash dummy. Okay, they're seeing what will happen. So if in the end they can use it, they will. That's
Right.
the way I look at it. And I don't think it's, as evil as these people are, I still don't think it's fair that they've treated her the way they have, as far as leading her down this road that's going to ultimately just gut them financially.
Mhm.
It's but I understand what you're saying. Screenshot this, and it's hard, but it's one of those things. It's a balancing act. It's like you don't want to feel sorry for them for all the vile things they've done, but then again, you look at this and you put it in perspective as this could happen to anyone. Okay, you just say, for instance, Mama Coop and I wanted to file for bankruptcy. I'm seeing all of the stuff that these bankruptcy people can do to you, and it's a scary thing. You know what I'm
Right.
talking about? Am
Yeah.
I making any sense?
Yeah, it is. Um, I just I don't know. I can't think like LMNOP, so I don't know why she didn't reach out and seek another opinion.
Right, Al? This is not the first time LP has filed for bankruptcy. This is like her fourth or fifth. So she knows what's going on. Well, I keep forgetting that, Al. you know, but still, it puts it in, it makes me look at it from my point of view. Okay. This is some scary stuff.
It is.
And what I want people diving into my history for the last 20 freaking years. Yeah, I don't have anything to hide, but still, to me, that's like somebody breaking in your house when you're at the movies. When you come home and you see all your shit gone, you feel violated. That's what I'm getting at with this. It would just be so intrusive.
Right. No, I understand that. Big Al, you're right. If you fill out everything accurately, there's a huge chance they won't check into anything. And I keep going back to this. You hire an attorney, you give the information to your attorney, they fill it out. If anything's missing, they'll say, "Hey, can you provide me this? I need this before we can move forward." So I don't know. I don't know why she was allowed to fill out the paperwork by herself. I don't get it.
Now, screenshot sis came rolling in again. They are definitely using her, but she is clouded by her hate for JH. She is willing to ignore the red flags. Right, right, right. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily that I feel sorry for her. It's just I'm putting myself in her shoe. How intrusive this would be. But yeah, you guys are right. She willingly is doing this. So it's ultimately going to fall on her. Liz Barrows, what you got to say? I saw the truth and lying, Lisa, and that whole bunch of liars, us that donated and nothing. Oh,
She said she was going to do, has not done anything. The only reason I donated was for that little girl.
well, there you go. There you go.
So it's crazy. It really is. This whole bankruptcy thing, uh, to me was to stall Fed 1 and Fed 2. It was to bring a reprieve to, but I don't think they understood the full undertaking of what this bankruptcy was going to do.
Right,
I don't think they I don't think they understood the full undertaking that this would go into.
right. All right. What else we got to read here?
Okay. If an objection is interposed on the basis that a document request is overly broad, set forth all information which is relevant and identify the reason the remaining information requested is overly broad. If an objection is interposed on the basis that a document request constitutes an undue burden or expense, set forth all information which may be obtained without undertaking an undue burden or expense, and identify the reason the remaining information requested cannot be obtained without undertaking an undue burden or expense. Now, I have a question about number 3, that paragraph alone. This is just hypothetical. I'm just going, if anybody can give me a little bit of insight on this. So, what if Saran wrap poses that this would be an undue burden upon LMNOP to expose all of this?
But you got to remember, this isn't sent to her. This is sent to PayPal. So how is it burdening her?
But what I'm saying is the way Saran wrap would probably do a motion to say, oh, no, 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 we can't do this. This is too much of a burden. It's going to cause undue stress, or it's overly broad. You're reaching, or something to that nature.
Well, then the trustee could come back saying, sorry, she's the one filed for bankruptcy. We're just doing our job. I would imagine.
Okay.
But
I'm just
understand where you're going with it, D.
Yeah, because there could be all kinds of objections being tossed at these 3 subpoenas.
Right. Because, see, this leads into the something I didn't even think about. Tim just put it up there. Another way LMNOP might owe PayPal is that she sells something and not give a return, or just not sent the product through the mail to PayPal. Okay, now that makes perfect sense right there. Say, for instance, you buy one of my paracord jigs. I take your money. I withdraw the money from PayPal, but I never send you the jig. Okay, now I'm on the hook because you're going to file a case with PayPal, and PayPal is going to come after me for the money to give back to you. Does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely.
So, yeah, Tim, you have a good point there, my brother. I forgot all about that. So, yeah, she could have several things that people have bought from her, maybe online. And now this is just pure speculation. I'm not saying this is what happened. Okay. Maybe she's had a transaction. The person was either unhappy or never got their product. And now PayPal is saying, hey, give me the money.
Okay, now that you brought that up, what about when that young lady who went to the flea market to have the permanent jewelry, and she got burned in the process by the soldering iron, and has tried to get a refund or get it fixed, and LMNOP has ghosted this person?
There you go. A perfect example. If it was done through, PayPal, then okay, you remember the GoFundMe's?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Say, for instance, you do a GoFundMe, you hit your goal or whatever, and you pull the money out, right? Well, when you pull the money out and then people start filing claims because they find out down the road that the whole thing was fraudulent, well, you've already pulled the money out. So GoFundMe's got to refund everybody if it's proven that it was fraudulent. Well, then you're on the hook with GoFundMe for that money. You know what I mean, guys? You know what I mean?
Yep, yep.
So, yeah, Tim, you made a good point there, my friend. You made a good point.
So,
all right.
That was just my thing, if an objection. So I don't think PayPal would have an objection to producing this stuff.
Nah.
I think Saran wrap would have an objection.
Oh, Tammy said LP has said that she got credit card from PayPal and has one through Sally's Beauty Supplies, right? Hey, there's Tina. Good morning, Tina. How you doing?
Hey.
Sip Patty, more than likely. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I didn't see her when she came in. But good morning. Good morning, Tina. How you doing? PayPal, the recent really goes for the customer who bought. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right. So did you get your answer to your question?
No, I don't think so. But, we'll see how this rolls out, see what comes going in, because they have until the 13th of May to produce these things. So,
That's not even a month.
mm-mm.
And these were just filed.
21st?
Yep, on the 21st, and today it was 2 days ago. So
Mm-hmm.
they're not even giving them a month.
No,
Wow.
no.
What are you on for?
4. If any information called for by these documents requests are withheld on the basis of a claim of privilege, the nature of the information on which privileged is claimed shall be set forth together with the type of privilege claimed and a statement of all circumstances upon which you rely to support such a claim of privilege, as required by the applicable rules of civil procedure. So basically, what this is saying, you can't claim privileged because what excuse are you going to use for privileged information? There isn't
Oh.
there isn't one. There is no privilege.
So going back to your question you had on 3, could
Mhm.
that be kind of helping answer it?
Probably, yes, because they can't claim that. I mean, how can they say that, "Oh, it's gonna be, an undue burden?" Well, they're not asking LMNOP to produce this, they're asking PayPal to produce it, but I see Saran Wrap throwing a motion out there, if that makes sense.
Right. Well, remember, what was it, Fed one, where they asked for all of this stuff in discovery, like GPS on the Jeep. They asked for telephone,
Right,
stuff from her telephone.
right.
Okay. And they tried playing that with that too. What, didn't they? Trying to say that it
Yep,
was undue burden at one point in time.
yep, exactly.
I mean, I don't understand how it would be an unburden, undue burden on GPS coordinates from a Jeep. You just go to the manufacturer and they just send you the information.
Right.
Same way with the phone records. You just contact the phone company and say, "Hey, I need the records," just like these guys are doing with PayPal.
Mhm. Yep. So, I don't think that, I don't think there's anything in any of that that is privileged. To me,
Cool.
I don't think there is. Okay. Where the context herein makes it appropriate, each singular word shall include its plural, and each plural word shall include its singular, and as well as or shall be construed either disjunctively or conjunctively as necessary to bring within the scope of these document requests all responses which might otherwise be construed to be outside their scope. Each of the following words includes the meaning of every other word, each, every, all, and any. The present tense shall be construed to include the past tense, and the past tense shall be construed to include the present tense. The masculine shall be construed in the generic sense. Okay, so
Now,
that was
do
that was a tongue twister for me.
yeah. Definite. Do we really need to read the definition? You just read all of this.
Well,
This is all tied into, or do you want to read it?
let's
You
see,
can
what
read.
is I'm just gonna see. Okay, they're looking for, written or produced by hand contracts, agreements, communications, correspondences, telegrams, telex, memoranda notes, summaries, notes, memorandum of records of telephone conversations, summaries or records of personal conversations or interviews, statements of witnesses, diaries, reports, receipts. Okay, this is asking for the whole kit and caboodle right
Yeah,
here.
they didn't leave nothing out.
Nothing
They
out.
throwed
No.
everything, even the chicken, kitchen sink into it. I mean, they're
Yeah, they
wanting it
did.
all.
They want it all from PayPal, and I'm then all of this stuff is all just reiterated in Jim and in Block.
Yeah, it's identical for the other two motions. I'll
Yeah,
bring the other when we're done with this. I'll bring the other two up, but we won't read them. We'll just show everybody that they're the same thing.
right.
So is this still the definition we got here,
I
or
think that is, let's see.
containing
Yeah,
marginal notes and variations of any of the foregoing? Yeah.
yeah, it's just a continue unique account IDs, device IDs,
All right.
any linked funding sources. So anything that was linked to PayPal, that has to be included as well.
All righty. Run, run, run. Do the duties. But yeah, guys, this is it's in me. I mean, they actually now look at here. See, I didn't do this, and I'm so glad that they actually redacted her birth information and her social security card because this it came in like this, and I'm so happy that it did because I don't want any kind of way of knowing any of this information.
Yeah, I'm glad they did that too.
Yeah, I mean, now when people talk about how public records have to be redacted, see, this is an example. Okay, if it's sensitive information, the courts are going to redact it themselves. Uh, so we try and go the extra mile by redacting addresses and redacting telephone numbers and email addresses as much as we can go. But technically, you're not doxing anyone if it's a public record, because if the courts don't redact it, that means it's for the public. But out of respect, we try and get everything redacted.
Right.
Am I
It
making any sense?
Yes. Uh, okay, they're even looking for anything she had jointly during that time frame.
Well, I
So
don't think the two of them were married long enough to transfer everything over into to one kit and caboodle, did they?
I don't think so.
I
But
think they
let's just
maintained, huh?
separate accounts.
Yeah.
Let's just say, for sake of argument, let's say um, she put a crook on her credit card for as a just in case and vice versa, where he included her as a just in case for emergencies to use it or whatever. So I'm thinking that they're probably looking for anything in that nature, but I don't think they ever did. I don't think they were together long enough to even do any of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything on here you want to go
Let's
over or
see. Okay, the request for production refers to the subpoena for the production of documents and other tangible items. So anything else in this PayPal account of hers, they're going to pull all of that in, everything. It doesn't matter what it is or what it's about. They're going to pull it all in.
there we go.
Cheryl, down further in this document, it gives every single thing she has ever listed.
Oh,
So
contact information.
the AKA names, yes,
Yeah.
the rest, it's all there.
Well, I yeah, it's what they have listed is means of getting a hold of her, like email addresses and different stuff that she's went under, but
Right.
it's not all of it, but it's a lot of it.
There is a lot. Yeah.
Uh terms relative, related to, related to, related to. Why in the world would they say related to so many times?
Let's see.
Oh, relate, relate, related, and relating.
Right.
Relative. Boy,
Right.
they are detailed with this, aren't they?
Yeah, they have to be because I mean, they are going by, federal bankruptcy procedures, and it has to be spelled out 100%. So,
Anyway, directly or indirectly concerning, referring to, disclosing. Oh, geez, they just getting in detail. But hey, by not leaving anything out, by listing every single thing, there's no way anybody can come back and say, "Well, I didn't know."
right, they are looking for 4-year period immediately preceding the filing of the debtor's bankruptcy petition on July 3rd, 2025, until the present. It would be going to July 3rd, 2021.
Oh, so they're going all the way back to
Uh-huh.
just before she moved to Otter Creek.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Because if I'm not mistaken, they didn't buy the property until the end of 2021, right?
Right. October,
And
I
then they
believe.
moved from trailer park or the RV park. They moved
Right.
from there to the property in 2022.
Yes, I think.
Because some people have said they spent a year at the trailer park. Some say 6 months. I don't know. Don't care. None of my business. Uh, but I do know that they got the property 2021, right?
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
So here's what they're saying for the scope. If any documents are withheld under claim of privilege, furnish a list identifying each document for which the privilege is claimed, together with the following information. And there it gives the brief description of the nature and subject matter, the date, name and title of the authors, name and title of the persons to whom the document was addressed, name and title of the persons to whom the document was sent, the number of pages, the paragraph to which the document is otherwise responsive, and the nature of the claimed privilege.
Now,
Ooh.
Tree God's got something interesting. Mr. Coop, this may put her and John away for Social Security fraud. We can only hope. How could it?
I don't see how.
I
Uh,
I, I don't see how that would happen.
I don't either. That's, yeah. So
Because I
I don't.
mean, think about it. They literally got divorced, according to them, because they didn't want to interfere with his widow's pension,
Right,
from disability.
right.
So apparently, they did the right thing by getting divorced. I don't. I have so many people that have told me so many things. I don't know if she was actually married to John or not, but hey, whether she was or wasn't, they tried doing the right thing, I guess, by separating. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I don't see how it could affect their social security. But then again, who knows?
Right.
If you can ask anybody at the trailer park, they're gonna say, guys, I think they live here for a freaking lifetime.
Right.
Oh,
Oh.
listen, puppy boy, he's talking.
Yeah,
He's talking.
yeah. There's something outside. I'll be right
Oh,
back.
I love it. I love it. Let him talk away. Let him have fun. Oh, PayPal would have to claim privilege, not elemental P, Christy says. All right. All right. Bankruptcy fraud, maybe Social Security fraud. Highly doubt it, Big Al says.
Yeah.
Under SSI, it may get sticky, but not SSDI. That's what Miss Tina had to say. Well, you tell them all about it, little man. You tell mom and dad, hey, somebody's outside.
Oh, she's crazy.
Okay, E. Poindexter, what you got to say? Because if anyone else produces the chat logs on their own, what now?
Donations, receipts that disagrees with what's produced for this could be a heap of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, like saying one doesn't reference the other, or this isn't this, or trying to do that. It's just crazy. All of this is going to really flush out a lot of stuff.
Ooh, Scent
So
Patty says, but you also can't live in the same building for SS. What does that mean? They can't live in the same building?
No, well, St. Patty's, I think that goes back to what the what was that, the plan for CPS in Florida, that uh, Crook couldn't be living in the same place as LMNOP and the child. But as
Well,
far as SS, I mean, there's a lot of unmarried elderly couples who don't get married because they will lose part of their Social Security and they just cohabitate together.
exactly. Because I know quite a few people like that, that have lost their spouses and they've
Hmm.
met someone down the road, and instead of getting married, they just live together and they keep everything separate so it doesn't affect their finances.
Right.
Uh,
And that's
eh,
sad. And that is sad.
oh, Krista, what you got to say? Or Chris, what you got to say? I'm sorry. Coop, does LP not know that jail time for her is going to be years, not months? Well, I don't know. I
It
don't know.
it
Uh,
depends everything that gets brought out and how they sort through it and how it's questioned.
but we got to remember something here, guys. People go through these bankruptcies and this kind of stuff all the time. Okay. These entities aren't really looking to wanting to put you in jail. Their main focus is trying to uncover your assets, and whatever collateral damage is down the road, it's not on them. Uh, they're not actively. Oh my goodness, they're not actively looking to put you in jail.
No.
So whether she goes to jail or not, I don't have any idea. Uh, as far as the bankruptcy, all these people want right now is to find out where the money's at. They
Right.
want to find out where the assets are. Uh, now, if she does something to upset the courts, now they could seek legal means down the road as far as, jail and all that stuff goes. But I don't know that would be pure speculation on that. How many people do you know of that get arrested and get put in jail because they filed a bankruptcy and fibbed on it?
Well, they're looking more at, they need to get to the bottom of it because there's just so much that didn't get, the truth wasn't there.
Right.
And when you're presented with other means that show, "Hey, this has been going on, this is going on, this is going on," and then they say, "Oh, no, it never happened. Oh, no, it didn't happen like that." But yet there's proof out there showing otherwise. Okay, that's when they're gonna say, "Okay, hold up, hold up. We gotta look into this further. We need to get to the bottom of it." So everything's gonna get flushed out.
Well, that's like Screenshot said. I don't see her going to jail, even with the protection order. Okay, she's pushed. They're pushing the bounds with each contempt that they get, filed on. Okay, eventually, if they keep doing what they're doing, there could possibly be jail time. But these courts aren't actively looking to put you in jail. In my opinion, this is what the third contempt that's been brought before this judge in Ohio.
Yes.
Uh, at most, all I see happening is her getting maybe probation out of it. Okay, saying if you continue, you could possibly see jail time later. But this bankruptcy thing, uh, I don't really see her going to jail. Because take the IRS for instance. The IRS, they don't want to put you in jail. They want their money. Okay.
Right?
So they are going to work with you as much as they possibly can. Now, if they work with you and they set something up and then you screw up and you decide, oh, piss on it, I'm not going to pay it, then yeah, they're going to come after you legally and try and put you in jail. But for the most part, these entities, they're not looking to put you in jail. They're looking to get the things straightened out.
Right. Right. It's just how they're going to interpret all of the information that comes in. How they're going to review it, how they're going to sort through it, how they're going to say, okay, so this was for this was for this, but we have this, but we don't know where it went. So
Right. And
it's
screenshots this. He makes a good point. She isn't violent. She's just evil. you know, I mean, being evil is not punishable by jail time. I mean, being a dummy is not punishable by jail time. Now their actions, on the other hand, well, we'll see. Uh, if anything, I would see them booked into jail, maybe overnight, just to get it on record and in probation assigned to them. But I don't know how that stuff works. So I don't know. But I don't think they're going to see any kind of long term jail time over this. Now, if they persist in breaking the protection order, that could be a different story. But as of now, I don't see jail time in their future.
Well, I do know that there are some, I've been reading in the news that a lot more elderly people are being arrested on fraud for scamming, like Social Security, scamming SNAP benefits,
Right?
and things like that. And I read where this one lady, she was 76 years old. Guess what? She's sitting in jail. She has a court date and there's no bond.
Oh wow. Oh
So,
wow. So
yeah,
they're cracking down
now,
more than they
yes,
used. Oh wow.
yes. So this being fraud, if withholding information and not being honest and truthful, this can go either way.
Oh.
It just depends on how the court wants to approach it.
Oh, Tammy P says my cousin had to end up doing weekend jail time for her BK
Bankruptcy.
bankruptcy. She didn't, or she did because she lied. Oh, okay. Well, see, you guys in the chat know more about this bankruptcy stuff than I do.
Right.
Uh, so I can't tell you guys one way or the other if anybody's going to go to jail because I don't have any idea.
No.
Uh, uh, I don't know. All I can go off of is what I've experienced in my lifetime. And most entities, if you're not an habitual offender, okay, like you were just talking, D, about the older people sitting in jail now,
Mhm.
right? I imagine this probably wasn't this woman's first time doing this.
No, it was the first time she actually got caught.
See, so you
That's
know,
that's the thing, you if you keep doing it over and over and over again, all it takes is just that one time, and you're gonna get caught because people are gonna start saying things. Why? Well, sometimes people let stuff slip in conversation, in casual conversation. So I imagine she probably let it slip to one of her friends during casual conversation that I've been collecting SNAP benefits and I lied on my application.
right? Miss
So
Tina, you have a wonderful day, young lady. Glad you had time to pop in.
So, I mean, to me, age doesn't matter if you go to jail or not. Jail is just not for the younger crowd or the middle age crowd. Jail is for anybody who breaks the law. So,
Right?
I mean, and Elemental P can cry, but I have a sick and disabled child. Well, you can cry that all day long, but if you broke the law, I'm sorry, you gotta, follow the letter of the law, and whatever they hand down as punishment for breaking the law, you have to follow it. So,
Sorry, Mama's home and I'm watching Big Boy. Uh, he does not like it when she comes home because she has to get out and open the gate to pull the car in, and they're all in the front yard, and he's stalking the gate. So she'll pull in the minute I guarantee she gets out of the car, he's gonna say, "Hey."
right. So, I have no idea how this is gonna go. I really don't.
I don't either. I mean, she's obviously. I can't sit here and speculate on anything about her and her past. Okay, I've only heard the same thing that you guys have heard. Okay, uh, I don't have anything concrete to say. Look, she's a criminal, so
Right,
I'm not gonna sit there and say she's a criminal. Okay, but if the courts find it out, the courts will take care of it, and then we will know about it.
right,
Uh, but I
right.
can't sit there and say, oh, she's going to jail. I have no idea.
No, no. I mean, I honestly, do you remember in the last filing that we shared on your show where eh, I can't remember who it was, the one where I was speculating in private chat as to who I thought wrote it.
Right. I remember
Okay.
that.
And remember I said it seems like they're going to say it was an accident omission. It was not on purpose. So I don't know. I just I have no clue. I really don't. And to me to sit there and say, so you're telling me that everything you said wasn't on accident and it wasn't done on purpose and you omitted it because you forgot? No, that's not how this works. So, and then all of that's going to fall back on LMNOP to have to answer for in court. She's gonna have to say, "Well, I didn't put it on the paperwork because," or "I didn't do this because." Well, then it's gonna be up to the trustee or the bankruptcy judge to say, well, either that's a good reason or it's not a good enough reason to omit it.
Oh, exactly, exactly. Uh, Karma. Okay, I
Mhm.
don't know what's going to happen down the road with this, but I do know that they are going to leave no stone, turned over. They're going to turn over every stone, and this is the start. This is the beginning of it.
This is. And, I don't know, there may be more subpoenas forthcoming for LMNOP if they uncover anything else where she accepted money through.
Because I think, aren't we looking at September? I think is when they were saying that this was supposed to go to court.
Yes.
So they've got until now, from now until September, to do their digging. And
Mhm.
like I said a second ago, this is the start of it. What
Right.
they'll find, I don't have any idea, and I'm pretty sure that we won't know what they find. You
Right.
know, all we'll know is what's turned over to the courts in motions for court.
Right.
Uh, it's like the robber down the road. Okay, you read his rap sheet. Yeah, it'll tell you what he's charged for. But with a bankruptcy, I don't think they're going to disclose all the information they find until court.
No, it's gonna have to come out during that proceeding, and if they need more, what did they allotted 2-hour time slot for that?
Right.
So,
But with everything that's going on, I could see that 2 hours going a lot longer.
I do too, I see a continuance
But
from
then
that.
again, think of it like this McMullen team, they're the investigators to come in and find the assets, and then you have the other team that's there for the legal aspect of it. So by the time they get to court, they'll have all of this stuff put together and all of the nonsense weeded out and just keep the good green stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
They'll have it figured out by the time they get to court. But man, guys, they've got. I wish they would have used numbers instead of letters, but
Right.
they've got from A all the way down to I on
J
different.
and then L, you have K and L there too.
Yeah. Or is that L? Okay, L all the way down to L.
Mhm.
These are all like email addresses for her, contact information for her, usernames for PayPal and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So this is everything that this team has uncovered, saying, "Okay, PayPal, if you have anything that involves these names, what you see here in red, uh, this is what we want you to look into." Am I right on that, D?
Yep, those are everything that, supposedly is associated with PayPal. And I do believe these names, the A through L, I do believe those email addresses and contact and all of that is also on Jim and on Block.
Oh, they are. They
Yeah.
most definitely are, because
Mhm.
I spent I spent a good 20 minutes redacting all of this stuff, because I don't want anybody harassing the woman. I mean, she got enough on her plate having to deal with all this. She don't need anyone messing with her. She's got enough with the courts, and all that. I don't need to mess with her. But
Mm-mm.
anyway, all documents evidencing accounts as broadly defined above, titled either jointly or individually. You done read this, didn't you?
No.
To Lynette Preston, their social security number, date of birth. This includes, but is not limited to, accounts associated with the following names, email addresses, or account holder. So there you go. This is email addresses and what do they call that? Username.
Names, yeah. Usernames, email addresses, contact information.
That's a lot. That's a
It
lot. From
is.
A to K, what is that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 usernames or email addresses. Wow.
That's
I'll
crazy.
I'll let you have that.
Okay. All documents evidencing accounts on which debtor is a signatory user or authorized representative user. All signature cards, new account documents, or similar documents for accounts identified in Request 1 above. All documents evidencing any and all deposits and withdrawals for all accounts identified in Request 1. Account ledger itemizing by amount, date, payer, and signor for all activity in accounts for all accounts identified in Request 1, including document showing the following information for each transaction. Wow, they're even digging in with the time zone. Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're
So,
getting they're
yeah,
getting getting stitchy with it.
yep. Date and time with time zone, amount and currency, sender and recipient identifiers, handles, legal names as displayed, user IDs, associated email addresses and phone numbers for counterparties, transaction type and status, payment sent, received, request, refund, reversal, chargeback, cancellation, and failure.
Now see that right there, that's what, that goes into what Tim was saying earlier.
Yeah, right. Narrative notes, memo fields, and any attached comments. Funding source and last four digits, linked bank, card balance, and destination of funds. Fees assessed and net amounts. IP addresses, device IDs, and geolocation if maintained at time of transaction, authorization, and completion. Any internal risk flags, review notes, or hold release notations, and unique transaction identifiers and any related chain parent child transaction IDs. All documents evidencing wire, ACH, or any other type of transfer made from any of the accounts identified in Request 1, including but not limited to the amount of the transfer. Scroll,
Oh,
please.
I'm getting it.
And an identification of the transferee of the funds, name of the account holder, and financial institution. All documents evidencing any wire, ACH, or any other type of transfer made to any of the accounts identified in Request 1, including but not limited to the amount of the transfer, and an identification of the transfer of the funds, name of the account holder, and financial institution. For any of the accounts identified in Request 1, all account transfer on death beneficiary designations, including any charges related thereunto. I guess that would be if there was like a life insurance policy that was transferred to.
Right.
So,
Or property or,
right, right,
like the flea market being moved from one name to another name, something like that. Now see, that brings up another question. The flea market thing.
mhm,
Okay, I would assume that she has a booth. Okay, so basically that's a business within the flea market.
right,
Okay, it's not like you show up on Saturday, you set up tables like the old days, and you just try and sell your garage sale type stuff. She's literally has a store within the flea market.
right,
So I don't know if she is listed as a business, uh, but you would think that it would not be that easy to just change the name on a business. You would think if it was an actual registered business that you would have to go through more hoops changing it or transferring it to another person or to another, company. It's more detailed. I don't see the two of them having the knowledge to, as far as business goes, to transfer that stuff legally as a business if it was registered as a business. That makes
right.
sense?
Yes. Hey, Coop,
Yep.
Stats wants to know, is Homestead there different? It is their understanding it's for finished certified occupancy structures.
Okay, most of what a most of what a homestead is you have to have a structure that is livable, but it does not have to be completed. It can be a livable structure that you are building or you are remodeling. Uh, as far as homesteading goes, I don't think you can just buy a piece of property and homestead anymore like it used to. Used to you could take claim on a piece of property, start building, and then you could literally claim that property down the road as your own. What they're doing up there in Otter Creek, I'm not too sure what's going on with that. Uh, Otter Creek, as we know, it's a little small town. Less than 100 people live there. They have a small city council, but nothing is done the way it's done in bigger areas. Does that make sense, D?
Right. It has its they do things their way, I guess you could
Right.
say.
They
Uh,
don't have all of the people needed to run this town. They need a police force. They don't have one. They need a dog catcher. They don't have one. They need a zoning person. They don't have one. They need, what is that, where they come out and they look at your yard, and if you got too high grass, what do they call that?
like an
Well,
inspection on
it's the city.
um
Oh, there's a term for it. The chat told me last time. Um, they don't have where they go out and make sure your property's up to code. Okay, code enforcement. They
right.
don't have code enforcement. So at this point in time, it's kind of a sticky area. You have Otter Creek is on its own. It's its own independent city, but they don't have the personnel to run the city properly. So does it fall into the county, or does it fall into the next town over, which would be Bronson or Chiefland or anything like that? I don't
Hmm.
know. But Jeremy and his lawyers are arguing what they have found on the books for that area. I think I just totally screwed up her whole question. If possible, can you read the last two comments to Coop? Your last two comments?
Yes, stats. That was one of them about the homestead.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
okay.
stats questioning how can she claim homestead because the barn dominium it's you can't live in there.
Right.
There's
You have to have a means to be able to live, which means you have to have water, you have to have sewer, and you have to have electricity, which the barn has none of. None.
right. So therefore that's the reason why it's being questioned. And
Right.
also with the acreage.
Now,
So
at one point in time, there used to be an old house there. Okay. At one point in time, I don't know when the house got removed or tore down, but there was a house. If you go back on some of the old photos, there was a house that they could have, if it would have been livable enough, they could have used that as a homestead while they update it. But I think the house has been tore down. I'm pretty sure it has. I think it used to sit right around where the barn is now.
yeah, that right there, that was demoed. I think LMNOP had somebody come in and they demoed it.
Right. And see, that's another thing. Before I did anything on that property, first thing I would have done was demo all of the garbage outland, buildings, outbuildings,
Right.
and then I would have brought in topsoil for at least 8 inches, maybe a foot of topsoil to cover up all of the junk from tearing down those structures. Because I don't care who you are, if you tear down a house, you're not getting every single stitch of nails and screws and glass, and so that's where bringing in topsoil to help cover it up before you build new. You know what I mean?
Right.
Uh, so anyway, I don't see how we got off on that, but
And also the homestead on 1.66 acres, she can't claim all 1.66 acres as homestead.
no,
So it's only a half acre
right.
that she can claim as homestead.
Now, Buffalo Man says Jay Eights has good reason to argue the homestead. He feels this is the quickest way to get them out of the county and away from him, right? Well, you know, I don't live
Hmm.
there. Okay, I don't live there. I don't have any dog in this fight when it comes to these people. Okay, but the homestead stuff, I understand arguing it. I really do because one, it's not homestead. It's not even listed as a homestead. Um, but hey, we will see what happens. I think they're still waiting on a ruling from that, aren't they? Or did it
That's
get
the
ruled on?
September. The September is on the argument of the homestead exemption.
Okay.
So that's what the September is for that. So,
And stat says, yeah, I was also surprised they allowed tear down and total replacement of a building permit. Oh, for this structure seems they needed uh, to police and permit that too. I, I I don't know. Now, when it comes to tearing down a house, I'm not sure. Okay, I know that the neighbor that's right beside me, well, not right beside me, but right on the other side of the vacant lot beside me, there was an old house, an old farmhouse that's older than my house. It was not livable. When he was deeded the property, they came in and they tore down that house because he was building a new house. Now, whether you have to have a permit for that, I don't know. I don't know. I've never
mm,
tore down a house. Do you know, D?
no, I have no clue. I've
So,
never seen it. I mean, I've seen old homes that are dilapidated and they do need to come down, but and the grass is neck high all around it and it just sits there and rots. But I've never seen anybody tear down one and put another one up in its place.
right. Now, what's going on in Otter Creek? It's such a small community. Like I said, they don't have the structure in that town to be able to do everything the right way. Um, so yeah, my guess is as good as y'all's, guys. Now, if you lived in a bigger area like Orlando or Tampa or Lakeland, you know, rules are a lot different in those cities because they're more urban. But where they're at, way up there, you know, they're out in the sticks. It's like they can pretty much do as they please. That's the way I'm seeing it.
Hmm. Uh,
So where are we at now?
oh, Al says right here,
That one?
yeah, the hearing for the homestead exemption already has been held. It was determined the homestead exemption as illegal. That is the reason for the realtor looking at the property. Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay. Okay, there's your answer right
right
there,
there.
guys.
Yeah, right. So that's okay. Then what? I thought September was or no, September is the evidentiary. Al, is that what that is?
I think so. I'm not 100% positive.
Okay, so the evidentiary. So this is where all of this will come into play then.
But you know, take for instance, I live in a town, okay, but I'm considered county. But yet I have town amenities that I can take advantage of, like trash pickup stuff like that. But when it comes to the actual town telling me, "Hey, you can and can't do this," I'm kind of in a gray zone because there's just one block up for me is the line between city and county.
Ah,
Uh, Technically, I have to get permits if I want to do anything to my house on the outside, especially on the outside. Okay, if I want to put a new roof on the house, I have to go get a permit. Now that's not that expensive, you know. It's just I think Mama Coop checked it, it's like $50. I can do the work myself, but
mhm,
I do know people that skipped the permits and they went ahead and put roofs on their houses anyway, like they would do it on a weekend
mhm,
when they knew everybody was shut down for the weekend. And then next thing you know, it might be 6 months, might be a year later. Well, here comes the city. They see this new roof. They ask you to show them the permits because they know you don't have them. Next thing that's happening is you're having to tear that brand new roof off of your house. Then you have to go get a permit to put it back on your house.
okay.
Now, who in their right mind would jeopardize that kind of money? Because it's not cheap to roof a house.
No, and every time that you, do something on a roof, don't you have to have an inspector come out and, like,
Yep.
measure the spacing on the nails?
Yep. Uh,
So
okay. Here's how it works from what I understand. If I went and I took out a permit to put a new roof on my house, I could do the work myself. But then an inspector is going to come out. He's going to scrutinize every bit of work because I'm not a licensed contractor. I'm not a licensed roofer. But if a roofing company, they go get the permit, using their contents or contacts to get the permit, they're not going to be scrutinized as much as I would be because they're established roofing company in the area. The inspectors already know their level of skill, so they're not going to look under every little nook and cranny like they would if I did it.
right. So, but
Code
well, you
enforcement.
yeah, well, you know that, all of these professional roofers, they know how things should be done, so an inspector can get up there and he can just look at it, or she can just look at it and say, "Yeah, that's right, you did right," and measure just a couple of places, and say, "You're good."
See, I never knew all the ins and outs on roofing. Okay, from what I understand, you're allowed 2 layers. You can literally like the shingles you have on your house right now,
Mhm.
you can literally, if it's just 1 layer of shingles, you can literally put a whole new layer on top of that
Oh, wow.
without having to tear all the old shingles off. But you can only do that one time.
Huh.
If you have to have it done again, you have to tear everything off, and then now you're looking at double the amount of work. If you want to put a tin roof on your house, that's another whole beast. You have to have wood strips nailed to the roof, so many inches apart, and just it's a whole big. I don't understand it all, but anyway, it can, that's why people hire these 15, $20,000 roofers to come out and put roofs on the houses. It can get
Crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, it can. So just
Oh, what you got to say, Buffalo man? Same here, Coop. I'm in the what EJT?
ex
Extra.
extra
Go ahead.
extrajudicial territory of a city, but I'm in a rural area. No permits are required except for electrical. However, the city does require permission to subdivide property. Speaking of, LMNOP can't subdivide that property either, can she?
Not while it's in bankruptcy. From what I gather, she's going to have either she's going to have to pick what part of the property to keep, or the trustee is going to pick what part of the property to keep. I mean, Lisa and them are all saying that it's not going to happen. Okay, if it doesn't happen, fine. But what if it does? Who chooses what part of the property? Because you would think that the bankruptcy would take the most expensive part. That would be the barn, that would be the septic tank,
Right,
because they sell that, it's worth more than the other side of the property that has nothing on it but outbuildings.
right.
So I don't know who makes that decision if it's going to be made.
Yeah. So
Oh
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how all of this is going to go, but it's with these subpoenas, it's not looking good.
no, I'm just going off of what this paperwork says, and
Yeah,
uh the little bit that we hear here and there, from Jeremy or other people. At the end of the day, I have no clue what's going to happen with this stuff. It could be one way or the other. It's just going to want to be one of those things we're going to have to just sit back, watch, and find out.
right,
Because, like I said, D and I, we don't have any skin in the game. This isn't anything that deals with us. All we're doing is just talking about the documents. That's it.
right,
I don't care one way or the other whether they keep their house or not. It doesn't affect my life. All right, did you get done with all of this?
let's see. Okay, all documents showing funding sources and withdrawals for any accounts identified in request 1, including linked bank accounts, routing and account numbers, linked payment cards, masked to the last 4 digits in brand, records of bank transfers, cash outs, and card loads, unloads with dates, amounts, and destination, source, and ACH trace numbers, and partner financial institution identifiers if maintained. So this is they're going really deep. They're looking at for everything.
Right on, right on.
So this is they're wanting people's names too. So this is going to get interesting.
Okay, let me see. Let me see. All right. Now, let's see what else we got here. And I think that is it. Yep,
That's
that is
it.
it.
Yeah.
And guys, as you can see, I'm going to scroll back up to the top here just so you guys know that everything's the same. This is the second document. Chunk, 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 chunk. Right here. See, it's the same identical thing. It's just a different entity they're
Right.
sending it to. This is to Jim.com. I didn't even know there was such a place. And
And
then this one
the
is
next
to
one, that's to Block Inc. Yeah.
yeah, that
So
one's to block. So they're identical. Everything on them are identical. So we don't
yeah,
need to go over those two
no.
documents.
Well,
So
yeah. So that's just, it's 3 subpoenas going to PayPal, Jim, and Block. But if anything else comes up, something that didn't get disclosed, and then all of a sudden it's there may be a subpoena issued for that as well.
oh, Al says yes, the property can be divided, sold while bankruptcy. Also, the property will most likely be sold and to satisfy the debts. Cook will be forced to move over his
Objection.
objections.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
Uh,
it can't be divided and it can't be sold. So it's not she can't even transfer it. She couldn't transfer that property into anybody else's name at this time, even if she wanted to.
okay, what do we got here? What about Paint Chip's new filing in Fed 2? We're gonna cover that tomorrow, Sharon.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. We're gonna go over that one tomorrow. So I hope you guys all show up because we don't have time for it today. We only got like 6, 8 more minutes left. So we'll save that for tomorrow. I'm not going to put Dee on the spot today. I might put her on the spot later. But yeah, we're at Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, and then the weekend we can all go have some fun. I mean, we're getting to the temperature right now to where it's going to start being beach time or it's going to be lake time. So you guys got anything planned coming up here shortly or?
This weekend, I don't know, we might be taking off, probably, it's early Saturday morning and taking off and, loading up the car and going for a ride and see where it lands us.
Because I know you said the hubby does a lot of fishing, right?
Yes, yes, he does. So,
I'll
uh,
have to come up and kidnap him one of these days. Let's go fishing, man. Let's go fishing.
yeah, so he might take the boat out this weekend. We might go out on the boat. I'm not sure. Just depends on how the weather is. If it's too warm, um, might just do some lake fishing from the bank, or just might even go to the beach and do some surf fishing.
See, we been wanting to go saltwater fishing so bad, but the last few weekends have just the wind has been so crazy. Why even bother? Even if a fish did bite your hook, you're not going to feel it. It
Right.
would be a stroke of luck if they just bit it and took off with it. But a lot of the fish that we're going to be targeting to catch they have a very soft bite, like pompanos and angel or not angelfish, sheep's head, stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's not like they just grab a hold of it and run. From
Right.
what I understand, sheep's head are about like crappies are. They bite very softly. They can just strip a hook
Right.
from a filler crab without you even knowing it. So if you've got wind, you're not gonna feel it.
Uh, Miss Tammy, I don't know when that's going to happen. It may have already happened. I don't know. We'll know when Jeremy tells us.
Oh, Nemesis. Why does Coop only answer mods comments? We answer everybody's comments, Nemesis. Buffed old man's not a mod. Uh, we answer everybody's comments. We just pop comments up that we see. It's one of those things. It's like a roll of the dice.
Right.
Uh, we can't answer everybody's, but we try. I see a comment. Plus, I get behind. The chat runs so fast. I see a comment. I just click on it and say, "Hey, what's up?"
Right.
And stats. We've talked to answered a lot of stats. She's not a mod, or they're not a mod.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
hope you don't feel like that's how we're doing it, because we're not. We do rely on Al quite a bit for the legal stuff, because he reads this stuff every day.
Yeah, he does.
But welcome. Good morning, Nemesis. Glad to have you, girl. Glad to have you.
Yeah, stats, it is beach time, rocket time, pool time, barbecue time, and potato salad time.
Dose reality come rolling in. Listening while working, a person was forced to take their entire clearly poorly built porch addition down in my area. Oh, Fleesa has spoken many times of a desire to build without specifically or of Poppycon?
Okay. Okay.
Poopycon. Okay.
I know what she's saying.
Okay.
I know what she's saying. Yeah, I know what Dose is saying.
Big Al, what you got to say? That's for sure. Crappie will just nibble. Yeah, right. Crappie, you usually, if you're going to live bait fish for crappie, it's usually with minnows. And they
Yeah.
can strip a hook. I mean, slicker than snot. Now, sheep's head, I'm not a saltwater fisherman. This is all new to me. But from what I understand, they have a very, very soft bite. They can strip that little fiddler crab right off of that hook very easy. Your husband would probably know more about it than I would.
Yeah, he can tell you that, you just barely see your rod twitch and, you go to pull it in and the bait's gone. There was, you try to, nope, it's gone. So, it's
What you got to
crazy.
say, Big Al? Don't worry about it, Coop. Not answering. I might make 15 comments and he might only notice one dime. I said hello or something at the first of the chat. Just goes real quick. Can't see everybody's. I can't see everybody and respond to everyone. We try our best, but usually, when it comes to the comments, I just usually just pop on one that catches my eye. I'm not specifically looking for certain people. I try and catch everybody, and Nemesis has always been, you know, a subscriber. So I try when I see her to acknowledge when she's here. And if she's got anything to say, I try and acknowledge that. But anyway, moving on. So you're going to have a fabulous weekend, I guess.
Absolutely, and I hope, you and Mama Coop do too, as well as everybody else.
Now, the baby shower.
Yes.
Now, I'm taking the pictures and everything. She hasn't had the baby yet.
No, not yet.
So there,
The baby is due in June.
okay. Oh, a June baby.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool beans. Cool beans. I've been meaning to ask you. I couldn't remember if you said, well, you said shower the other day. So that tells me that the baby's still not born yet, because they
Right,
usually have the showers before the child is born, right?
right, yeah.
All right.
He's not born yet. He will be born in June, and, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be really exciting.
All right. All right. All right, boys and gals. I think we're going to send you guys all to the barn. Oh, D and I, we're going to take off, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm so happy each and every one of you had the time to show up. I hope to see all of you guys tomorrow. You guys know we're on Monday through Friday from 11 Eastern Standard Time to around 1 o'clock or so. And with that being said, Coop's going to say, Coop out.
Bye, everybody.